Hey guys, good morning. So I've been listening to a lot of Brene Brown lately. She talks a lot about vulnerability and being able to be transparent about our faults and our weaknesses to save people. And then I was also listening to Pete Scazzaro. He has the website Emotionally Healthy Leader, which is a great website to check out. And I was listening to his podcast, and he reminded the listeners once again that he has this quiz on his website to see if you are an emotionally healthy leader, how mature you are. And it tapped one of the questions that he has on his questionnaire, taps into the vulnerability, and it goes right along with what Brene Brown was saying. And so, one of the questions to see how mature you are as a leader is am I able to admit my faults and weaknesses? And so when we're taking a quiz, it's kind of like, sure, yeah, I can do that. But then when I thought about it a little bit longer, there's two answers to that question. So, yes, if I'm in control and I have thought about my faults and weaknesses or a mistake that I made in my quiet time, and I've prepared and I've gathered up the strength to go out and talk to the person, my husband or whoever, and I can go to that person and say, yes, I really messed up. This was a mistake. Please forgive me, whatever. And I could admit a weakness or a fault. But the answer is no if somebody points out my faults or weakness when I'm not ready. Then I go into defensive mode. I try to defend myself. I don't want to admit because it taps into beliefs that I already have about myself. So say if I'm feeling that I'm not worthy or not good enough, and then somebody comes up and points something out that I did wrong or a mistake that I made, then I don't want to admit it because I don't want them, I already feel bad, right? And I don't want them to see me in a bad light or to think bad of me. So of course, that happens. And so I just start defending myself, and I don't want to admit what I've done wrong because now they're in control of the story. They're in the place of power. They are bringing their hurts and their disappointments to me. And so that's really hard to deal with when they're coming at me. So it's just something to think about this morning. Like, what do you guys think? Like, is it hard to admit a fault or a weakness? It's easier when you're in a place of control and you have control of the story, or if someone is coming to you and saying, "This is what you did wrong." Like how do you handle that? Do you defend or do you say, "Oh yeah, you're right. I messed up totally." I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Take care, guys.